So the branched chain amino acids we are having leucine, isoleucine and valine. The leucine is ketogenic, isoleucine is both glucogenic and ketogenic, whereas the valine is glucogenic. So these branched chain amino acids are non-polar and essential amino acid. So this metabolism. The branched chain amino acid, I will give you a broad outlet. This branched chain amino acid, it becomes branched chain keto acid at first. So transamination reaction will be taking place. For transaminase, pyridoxal phosphate is required. This branched chain keto acid will be converted into acyl coenzyme. So a CO2 will be removed. It is an oxidative decarboxylation. The enzyme acting on is branched chain keto acid dehydrogenase. This acyl coenzyme will be acted upon by FAD dependent dehydrogenase. So riboflavin, vitamin B2 is required here, and it will give its own product. That is, leucine will give its own product, isoleucine its corresponding product. The branched chain keto acid dehydrogenase, it is an enzyme. Here you can see the branched chain keto acid is converted to acyl coenzyme. This is a multi-enzyme complex which is similar to pyruvate dehydrogenase enzyme. So three enzymes are involved, which is the first one is branched chain keto acid decarboxylase. Second one is dihydrolipoyl transacylase, and the third enzyme is dihydrolipoamide dehydrogenase. So the first gene, E1 gene, will be producing the first enzyme. There are two isoforms, alpha and beta. The second is produced by E2 gene, and the third enzyme is produced by E3 gene. So the coenzyme involved are coenzyme A, NAD plus FAD, lipomide, and TPP, thiamine pyrophosphate. Now coming on to the disease associated with it, maple syrup urine disease. So if there is a defect in any of these enzymes, it leads to maple syrup urine disease. There are three types: type 1, type 2 and type 3. The type 1 itself, there are two types, type 1A and type 1B. So if even alpha gene is involved, type 1A, even beta gene is involved, type 1B. If E2 gene is involved, type 2, and E3 gene is involved, type 3. So the most common is type 1A type. So its clinical correlation, that is, it is mostly occurring in neonates. So what is a biochemical defect? So if the E1 enzyme is defective, there will be no oxidative decarboxylation, right? That is, the branched chain keto acids will accumulate. So the reaction which is converting branched chain keto acid into acyl coenzyme will not be taking place. So the branched chain, because the enzyme branched chain keto acid dehydrogenase enzyme is defective, so the branched chain keto acid will accumulate. So what are its diagnosis? We can see in urine there will be more branched chain amino acid and branched chain keto acid, and when we are doing a dinitrophenylhydrazine test, we will get a yellow color precipitate. Now when we are performing Rodira's test, there will be a purple ring. The common features which are observed are there will be feeding difficulty and failure to thrive, lethargy, convulsions, and hypotonia with the bouts of hypertonia is observed. That is in the like boxing or bicycling like symptoms. And when you are keeping urine for a day in refrigerator, you will observe a maple syrup or burnt sugar or caramel. You will get a smell of caramel. So the treatment is to restrict branched chain amino acid and supplement thiamine, because TPP is involved in this enzyme. So another defect is isovaleric aciduria. It is in the catabolism of leucine. During the leucine catabolism, it is a multi-step reaction. So there is a reaction where leucine will be converted into the isovaleryl coenzyme A. So this isovaleryl coenzyme, isovaleric acid dehydrogenase, will be acting upon it. So when this enzyme is defective, there will be increased amount of isovalerial coenzyme and it will excrete through urine as isovaleric acid and that leads to isovaleric aciduria and one of the symptom is smell of sweaty feet. Will get a smell of sweaty feet.